So, what does it look like for me to go up to the records and ask for information? Then I give a little description. It might be kind of interesting. When I go up there, the way I see things in the records is more in terms of energy than in terms of physicality. So, when I go up to the records, the first person I encounter is a guide who I call the librarian. And the librarian is a ball of light, but he can take on different um, looks, physical appearances, because when we're outside of our physical bodies, then as light bodies we can take on different appearances. So he can take on different appearances, but he looks like a librarian. And he has kind of a card catalog or a set of files. And so when I go up to the records, the first place I stop is kind of at you might think of it as like the circulation desk, where I go to the reference librarian and say, okay, here, I want information about this person. And I hand the librarian the name. And then the librarian sorts and looks for the file. And so to get the right file, I need to have all of the names of the person. And so I ask people to give me their birth name, their married name, their nickname, whatever names that they have or have ever used. Because there's information in the name, there's a vibration in the name. And so oftentimes when people give me their name, if they've been divorced or married or something, I can feel right away an energetic change from one name to the other. Or if they've had a name change where they've changed their name at a certain point in their life, you can feel that difference. And so all of that information needs to be there to help the librarian find the right record. The librarian then retrieves the record, and the librarian is the Lord, guide, or master in the library or in the Akashic Records, who's in charge of letting me know where to go to get the information. In my library, there are a lot of different rooms, and the different rooms have different kinds of information. And so the librarian will direct us as to which room to go to get the answers that the client needs today. One of the rooms that we go to is the theater room, where past lives are shown, and also between life contracts are discussed. There's also a map room where soul purpose, really big picture issues are discussed. And then there's a conference room where sometimes beings, animal spirits, guides, ancestors will come to relay information for the soul. And then there's a fourth room, which is a healing room. So that's what my records look like. We go down a hallway, and then we go into these different rooms according to what kind of information we're going to get that day.